Good morning, everyone. So, our today's lecture is on dyslexia part 2. So, in continuation with the previous lecture, part 1 of dyslexia, we will begin our topic part 2 on dyslexia. So, before we begin with our topic part 2, dyslexia, let's recall the previous lecture. In the last lecture, we had discussed about definition of dyslexia. What is dyslexia? It's a Greek word, dys plus lexia. Dys means poor or inadequate, and lexis means word or any language. Then dyslexia is a learning disability. It's a learning disorder. It is the most common learning disorder which affects the ability to read, write, spell, and even speak. It causes problem with reading, writing, and spelling. Then we had discussed about the epidemiology, that it affects 80% of the children and occurs with equal frequency in boys and girls. It is common in both boys and girls. Then the etiology of dyslexia, that it runs in families and accompanied by left-handedness. Then chromosomes were responsible in the inheritability of dyslexia, that is chromosome number 1, 2, 6 and 15. Then multiple genes were responsible for development of dyslexia. After that, we had discussed about the clinical manifestations, that the underlying phenological weakness. Children with dyslexia have problems in spoken language and the written language. The most common symptoms were the mispronunciations, lack of fluency in the speech with many pauses and hesitations, lack of glibness, smoothness, difficulty in finding any word, inability to come up with a verbal response quickly when questioned, then struggling in decoding and word recognition. Then the cardinal signs we have discussed about dyslexia, that the cardinal signs were the labored and effortful approach to reading, decoding, word recognition and text reading. Then listening to comprehension was very difficult. Then difficulty in spelling, handwriting is often affected. Then during the preschool years and the kindergarten years, children have difficulty in playing with rhyming games, have difficulty in learning names for letters and numbers. Then child might avoid reading aloud in front of the parents, teachers, and reading independently. Then the other signs of dyslexia, we had discussed that the signs of dyslexia become more prominent when the child starts going to school and begin to focus on the learning, how to read, how to write. And these signs, these symptoms, they differ from person to person. So the person with dyslexia has difficulty in reading and writing, and he will be a slow reader and a slow writer. So reading and writing will be very slow. He will read and write very slowly. He gets confused with the letters in the words, with the order of letter in the words. Then he might put letters in the wrong place. For example, he will write B instead of writing D. Then have poor spelling, inconsistent spelling. Then understands information better when told verbally, but have difficulty with information that is written down because he has difficulty in reading. So it is easy for him to understand the information when told verbally, but very difficult to understand any information that is written down. Then it is very difficult for the child to carry out the sequence of directions, left and right direction, has difficulty, has struggle with planning and organization. But apart from this, these children with dyslexia, they are often creative. They have good skills in other areas. They are very creative thinkers and problem solvers. So this was all about the last lecture. In today's lecture, we will discuss about the sign and symptoms in continuation with our last lecture, part 2. I have dyslexia, I can't spell. Symptoms in preschool children. Symptoms in preschoolers. Now, we had already discussed that sign and symptoms, they differ from person to person, and these symptoms, they become more prominent when the child starts going to school. So symptoms in the preschoolers, symptoms can include difficulty with or little interest in learning letters of the alphabet. Means the child has great difficulty. in learning the letters of the alphabets or has no interest, या तो उसको interest ही नहीं होगा एकदम, or he might face many difficulties in learning the letters, in remembering the letters, the names of the letters of the alphabets. Difficulty with learning the letters of the alphabet or little interest in learning the letters of the alphabets. People with dyslexia may have trouble with spelling, reading, writing, reading smoothly, recognition of the words, common words, sight words, solving word problems in mathematics, rhyming difficulties, understanding what they read, decoding, learning foreign languages. So people with dyslexia may have trouble with all these things. Now, symptom in the preschool children continue. Delayed speech. First symptom was they have difficulty in learning the names of the letters of the alphabet or little interest in the letters of the alphabet. Second symptom in the preschool children, delayed speech development compared with other children of the same age group, although this can have many different causes. Second symptom is delayed development of the speech. In the developmental milestones, we have discussed about the age group, in which age the child starts learning, starts saying words. So, delayed speech development compared with the children of the same age group. जिस age में speech development begin हो जाना चाहिए था, but these children, they have delayed speech development as compared to the other children of their same age. Third symptom, speech problems such as not being able to pronounce long words properly and jumbling up the phrases. First symptom was difficulty in learning the letters of the alphabets. Second symptom was delayed speech development. Third symptom is speech problems, difficulty in saying words such as not being able to pronounce long words properly, mispronunciations. What we call it? Mispronunciations, not being able to pronounce the long words properly and jumbling up the phrases. For example, saying helicopter instead of saying helicopter means not being able to pronounce the long words properly. Helicopter, it's a long word. So these children with dyslexia, they have difficulty in pronouncing the long words and they end up jumbling up the phrases. For example, they might say helicopter, yeah, helicopter instead of saying helicopter, or beddy tear instead of saying teddy bear, right? So they have difficulty in pronouncing the long words. They might say helicopter instead of saying helicopter, or they will say beddy tear instead of saying teddy bear, jumbling up of the phrases, jumbling up phrases and mispronunciations. Helicopter instead of saying helicopter and beddy tear instead of saying teddy bear. Fourth symptom in the preschoolers, problems expressing themselves using spoken language, such as being unable to remember the right word to use or putting sentences together incorrectly. Means they have difficulty, they have problems in expressing themselves. वो अपनी बात को express ही नहीं कर पाते हैं using spoken language because they have difficulty in reading, writing, spelling and even speaking. So they cannot express themselves properly because they have difficulty in using the language. They have difficulty in using the spoken language. So they cannot express themselves properly, such as being unable to remember the right words to use because they have difficulty in spoken language. So they cannot use the right words. हमने discuss किया था ना symptom, difficulty in finding the right words. So they cannot remember the right words, when to use those words to express themselves. So they cannot express themselves because they cannot remember the right words to use or putting sentences together incorrectly. They cannot put up the sentences together correctly. They end up putting sentences incorrectly. Little understanding or appreciation of rhyming words such as cat sat on a mat or nursery rhymes means they have difficulty in rhyming words. Rhyming words means cat sat on a mat. cat sat on the mat. It's a rhyme. So they have difficulty in understanding these rhyming words. They cannot enjoy these rhyming words. They cannot participate in these rhyming games. They have difficulty in understanding these rhyming words. For example, the cat sat on the mat, or Jack and Jill ran up the hill. It's a rhyming word, but they have difficulty in understanding these rhyming words. For example, cat sat on a mat, or Jack and Jill ran up on the hill, or any nursery rhymes. Now, so this was all about the symptoms in the preschool children. Now we will discuss about the symptoms in school age children. Symptoms of dyslexia usually become more obvious when the child starts going to school and begin to focus more on learning how to read and write. This we had already discussed, that symptoms of dyslexia, they become more prominent, they become more obvious when the child starts going to school and then begins to focus on the learning, on how to read and how to write. At that particular time, symptoms of dyslexia, they become more obvious. Symptoms of dyslexia in children 5 to 12 years include problem learning the names and sounds of the letters. The child might have difficulty in learning the names of the letters or sounds of the letters, like B, Bar, B, like this. So they have problem in learning the names and sound of the letters. Spelling that's unpredictable and inconsistent. They have difficulty in spellings. Putting letters and figures the wrong way round. What they will do? They will put the letters or any numbers in the wrong place. For example, they will write 6 instead of writing 9, or will write B instead of writing D. So they will put letters or figures in the wrong place. They get confused with the order of the letters in the words. So they have difficulty in writing the words or the letters, means they will put the letters and the figures in the wrong place. They have difficulty in spelling and they get confused with the order of the letter in the words. Then reading slowly or making errors when reading aloud. Now these children with dyslexia, either they will read very slow, they are the slow readers and the slow writers, or if they are forced to read aloud, then they will make errors because they cannot read aloud, because they have difficulty in reading and writing. So they read very, very slowly. And if they are inclined to read very fast, then they will make errors. Or when they're inclined to read very loud, then they will make errors. So reading slowly or making errors when reading aloud. Visual disturbances when reading. For example, a child may describe letters and words as seeming to move around or appear blurred. Now, these children with dyslexia, they have visual disturbances while reading. They have visual disturbances while reading. For example, the child might complain that the words and the letters, they are moving. What child will say? He will say that when he is reading, the letters and the words, they are moving or they are blurred. The child will complain that when he is reading, the letters and the words are moving and or they are slightly blurred. So these children with dyslexia, they have visual disturbances while reading. Then answering questions well orally but having difficulty writing the answers down. When you question them, they will answer very difficultly. Means when they are asked to answer the question orally, they can answer, but they have difficulty writing the answer down. Means when you will ask them to give the answer of some question, they can give orally, but they have difficulty in writing down the answer. Difficulty carrying out the sequence of the directions. They have difficulty in carrying out the sequence of directions because they get confused with the order. They get confused with the sequence. So they have difficulty in understanding the sequence of directions. Struggling to learn sequences such as days of the week or the alphabet. Now, again, same thing. They have difficulty in learning the sequence, any sequence. For example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's a sequence. So they have difficulty in learning the sequence. For example, days of the week or the alphabets. A, B, C, D. Now it's a sequence A to Z. So they have difficulty in learning the sequence. For example, days of the week or the alphabets. Slow writing speed and poor handwriting. They are the slow readers, slow writers, and their handwriting is very poor. They read and write very slowly, and their handwriting is very poor. They have difficulty in carrying out the sequence of the directions. They have difficulty in learning the sequence of the days of the week or the alphabets. They have difficulty in reading. They have visual disturbances while reading, and they might describe as the letters and the words are slightly moving or they are blurred. They are reading slowly, slow readers, and if they are inclined to read aloud, they will make errors. Then gets confused with the order of the letters in the words and put the letters and the figures in the wrong place, and inconsistent spelling. So these were the symptoms in the school age children. Now, problems copying written language and taking longer than normal to complete the written work. Now, they have difficulty in copying the written language and taking longer than normal to complete the written work because they are the slow readers, and it is very difficult for them to understand the information which is written down. They can understand any information which is given verbally, but it is very difficult for them to understand the information which is written down. That's why they have difficulty in copying the written language, and therefore they take more time than normal to complete the written work. Poor phonological awareness and work attack skills. Now, what is phonological awareness? That we will discuss. Phonological awareness is the ability to recognize that the words are made up of smaller unit of the sounds, that is phonemes, basic word sounds. Phonological awareness. It is the ability to recognize, it's the ability to recognize that the words are made up of small unit of the sounds, and that changing and manipulating the phonemes can create new words and with new meanings. So what is phonological awareness? Awareness means that you are aware of that thing. So it's the ability to recognize that the words are made up of small unit of the sounds, what we call it phonemes. And if we change or manipulate these phonemes, they will create new words with new meanings. A child with poor phonological awareness may not be able to correctly answer these questions. Now, we had discussed that what is phonological awareness. It is the ability to recognize that the words are made up of smaller units of the sound, what we call phonemes. And if we manipulate the phonemes, it will create new words with new meanings. Now, if the child has poor phonological awareness, he might not be able to correctly answer these questions. What are the questions? What sound can one think made up the word hot? ऐसी कौन सी sound है जिसने इस word को बनाया hot? What sound can one think make up the word hot? And are these different from the sounds that make up the word hat? Now, हमने क्या discuss किया? Phonological awareness. It's the ability to recognize that the words are made up of the small unit. कोई भी word हो, it is made up of the small unit of the sounds. And if we change these sound, if we change these phonemes, then it will create new word with new meaning. Now, if the child has poor awareness of the phonology, with poor phonological awareness, will not be able to answer these questions correctly. And what are the questions? Question is, what sound makes up the word hot And is that sound different from the sound that make up the word hat? Means ऐसा कौन सा sound है जो hot word को बना रहा है और क्या वो sound different है जो बना रहा है word hat? What sound is making up the word hot and is that sound different from the sound that's making up the word hat? What word would you have if you change the P sound in the pot to an H sound? Now, a child with poor phonological awareness will not be able to answer this question also. If you ask that child this question, that what word would you have if you change the P sound in the pot to an H sound? How many words can you think of that rhyme with the word cat? So a child with poor phonological awareness will not be able to answer these questions. Now, word attack skills. Young children with dyslexia can also have problems with word attack skills. Young children with dyslexia, they have problems with word attack skills. Now, what is this? It's the ability to make sense of unfamiliar words. It is the ability to make sense of the unfamiliar words by looking for smaller words or collection of the letters that a child has previously learned. So what is word attack skill? It's the ability to make sense of the unfamiliar words by looking for the smaller words or the collection of the letters that the child has previously learned. For example, a child with good word attack skill may read the word sunbathing for the first time. A child with good word attack skill may read the word sunbathing for the first time and gain a sense of the meaning of the word by breaking it down into sun, bath, and ing. Now, who can do this? A child with good word attack skill may read the word sunbathing for the first time, but he will gain a sense of the meaning of the word by breaking it down into sun, bath, and ing. This was word attack skill. Now, we had discussed about the symptoms in the preschoolers, symptom in the school age children. Now, symptoms in the teenagers and the adults. Symptoms of dyslexia in older children and adults can include poorly organized written work that lacks expression. Poorly organized written work that lacks expression. For example, even though they may be very knowledgeable about a certain subject, they may have problems expressing that knowledge in writing. Now, what does this mean? That despite of that they are very intelligent and they have much knowledge about that particular subject, still they have difficulty, they might have problem in expressing that knowledge in the writing. Despite of this, that they are very intelligent and they have full knowledge about that certain subject, still when it comes to writing, they won't be able to write properly. They won't be able to express that knowledge in their writing because they have difficulty in writing. So poorly organized written work, when it comes to writing, they fail to write properly. Despite of this, that they have knowledge, they are intelligent, they have entire knowledge of that subject, still they have problem in expressing themselves. They have problem in expressing their knowledge when it comes to writing. Next symptom, difficulty planning and writing essays, letters, or reports. They have difficulty in planning something, organizing something, in writing essays, any letters, any reports. They have difficulty in revising for examinations because they have difficulty in learning. So they have difficulty in revising for the exams. Trying to avoid reading and writing whenever possible. They always try to avoid reading or writing wherever possible, or whenever possible they try to avoid reading. They try to avoid writing anything. They have difficulty in taking notes or copying them because it is very difficult for them to understand the information that is written down. They have difficulty in copying anything. Poor spelling. struggling to remember things such as the pin or the telephone number. They have difficulty in remembering the pin code or the telephone number because they get confused with the sequence. They have difficulty in remembering the names of the letters or the alphabets, struggling to meet deadlines. Now, associated problems. So this was all about the sign and symptoms of dyslexia in the preschoolers, schoolers, teenagers, adults. Now, children with dyslexia, they have some other problems also. Associated problems. Some people with dyslexia also have other problems not directly connected to the reading or writing. These include dyscalculia, difficulty with the numbers, poor short-term memory, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, poor organization and time management, physical coordination problems, developmental coordination disorder, also called as DCD or dyspraxia. So children with dyslexia usually have these associated problems, that is ADHD, dyscalculia, dyspraxia, poor organization and time management, poor short-term memory, and dyscalculia. Thank you. This was all about the associated problems and the sign and symptoms of dyslexia. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the diagnosis and management of dyslexia. Till then, thank you.